Okay, everybody, green shirt, part 3, a follow-up to a little bit more about some head and neck stuff for you. Okay, this was revelatory for me when I got this information. It's so easy, it's so simple, but you know, that's how it always is, right? And that is that when I go forward, when I go into flexion, are you letting your jaw, it's like a little, it hooks up and in. Are you letting your jaw drop down and a little bit forward when you go forward into some spinal flexion? Are you letting that happen? And I know that for a while I wasn't. I was curving. I was putting so much strength into it like this, that the thought of relaxing here felt like I was letting go in a don't let go, right? But when I curve forwards, that is what is supposed to happen. My jaw drops down and out, almost like it unhinges a little bit and then slides back up like an L shape. So it goes down and forward. Now, for reverse action, where I'm lifting my head or lifting my head, curving my spine, all my spine. So here I am, whether it be looking up or the curve that would be part of an arabesque. Am I letting my jaw come back and up? So I actually feel the weight of my jaw falling this way. Now, how do you know if you're doing it? Well, just on purpose, do the opposite. That usually is very enlightening. So if I go forward, what's it like to, and here's why we do it. Sometimes we're extending the back surface. So we pull in our jaw and go, ooh, ooh, and try to pull it up. Like I'm trying to do this through the back instead of letting it release. Okay, so again, it would go down and forward. Do it the opposite to feel the difference. Pick it up and back, which would have immediately extended the top here, which might be why you'd start that. And I feel totally restricted and tense. And then I release my jaw, all of a sudden goes. Now do your extension. Let it pull down and forward. Feels quite ridiculous. Feels a little bit like it relaxes, but then if I actually let it go up and back into the curve, feels totally different. Okay, so am I letting my jaw do what it needs to when I take my curve? And if I don't, that's when we get them pulling back into it. There's a difference of pulling back into the curve and just extension. Okay, that'll be more. I'm going to talk more about arabesque as we go. But as with everything, it's just piece by piece by piece. Okay, so we've released the jaw by doing all this little massagey things, all that type of stuff. Now you're letting it release down and forwards or up and back. Okay, so it's that thing of going, you know what? When anything changes, everything changes, right? When I'm taking a curve, there's change in my whole system. When I'm taking a curve forward, there's a change in my system this way. When I'm taking a curve backward, there's a change in my system the opposite way. And oftentimes we disallow the opposites because there's a little too much hold that often happens in the dance world. I was guilty of it for decades. I like to think I'm not so guilty of it anymore. Are you letting the change happen that is supposed to happen? Something's going to feel quite different this way than that way. And that goes right up to the jaw because think of it as it's related to the very first joint there. Okay, so I hope that's starting to answer a bit. We'll get into arabesque and all that sort of stuff another time. And one day, hopefully, I can do these little videos when I've been able to put my hands on a student live. But until then, just me in my office sharing some tidbits for you. Please make sure, if you're watching this on YouTube, that you subscribe if you haven't already done so that you can always know when the next one is happening, especially something like this that was this little mini series. Make sure you invite your friends and comment. Ask questions. This particular video was from somebody making a comment. So thanks so much for that. Okay, until next time. Bye-bye.